and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. He's hanging towards the back of the pack in the early goings, but there's still time left for him to have a breakout performance.
And a number of rookies look like they have bright futures ahead of them.
That would be the indication so far. They've contributed to their teams instantly at the start of the season.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Queen in at the 5, down low. And for Seattle, and it's Jefferson in at the 2-guard spot. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless. The growth of Murray continues to impress me, especially watching him dish it like that right there.
Jefferson, good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
On the wing, Murray. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Jones misses. Here's Levens, defended by Murray. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Poole, following the bucket by Seattle. Kicks it out to Williamson. Murray from outside. Seattle pulls it in. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Murray. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Jefferson. 6-point game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Murray, coming off a 12-point game. Poole outside. Shot to stop the run. Anderson pulls it down.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
You sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck. They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
So a timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jordan Poole.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the 3-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Queen. Clock at 6. Here's Poole. It's deflected. Anderson against Poole. Here's Levens. 1:51 left in the first quarter here. They set the pick. Seattle needs to get off the shot here.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Murray passes to Queen. Poole looking it over. They kick it out to Murray. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man, defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A., and Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
First free throw is good.
It's fun to watch a crafty player like DeJounte Murray who uses a blend of speed and smarts to make trouble on both ends of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Jones. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Poole. And Murray drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Supersonics head coach had a few moments to share with me. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Dermonenko, lets the 3 fly, and Anderson gets the 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Hey with a screen. Here's Murray, pass to Bey, back to Murray. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
He has no problem going in there with the big trees because Murray is focused on that possession.
Here's Levens, taking command on offense when they need it, putting up 21 a game. Here's Dermonenko. Seattle move the ball around. Pass to Levens, takes the 3. The shot, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Seattle out in front, up 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Seattle.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Seattle leading by 9. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Galloway in at the center position. And he makes it. Dinwiddie's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
And for New Orleans, Fears and Murphy at the 2 and the 3. Sadiq Bey out there with Yves Missi. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. And he gets the bucket.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Dinwiddie passes to Burks. To the wing, right side. Reynolds. Counted from distance. Reynolds has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Fears. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Bey from long range. The rebound by Burks. Seattle has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. As the season reaches full speed, RJ, how do players approach the game differently, you think, if at all?
I say the approach stays the same, but you have more data and video to prepare with. So you have to take that knowledge on the court and hope that you play smarter every single night.
Here's Fears. Still no points. Let's go with a 3, and Trey Murphy gets a 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Seattle calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Levens, guarded by Poole. Pass to Jefferson. Here's Galloway. Here's Reynolds. Puts up a three. Hits a three-pointer. Reynolds has got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Poole for three. The rebound by Harrison. Harrison's got 4 rebounds now. And after breaking out in his 3rd season and winning a title, Jordan Poole has struggled to recapture that high level. But last season, encouraging, Grant.
He was much more efficient with his shooting, B.A. Now, can his defense get back to a championship level? We'll see.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 14-point game. This is another. He's 0 for 4.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Levens can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. There's the three. Poole can't get that one to fall.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Good. 10 points for him.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
New Orleans calls timeout. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Oh, that is well said. They're being handed free points and just couldn't convert.
All right, let's see the best free throw shooting teams this season.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
.146 left in the first half of basketball. Jones, the pass to Murray. Now Williamson, coming off a 31-point game. And it's rejected.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Jefferson can't hit.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Outside Murray. Can they get it? Terminenko grabs the board. Terminenko's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Harrison. Soft touch off the glass. And Seattle leads by 18.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Shoots from the baseline. And again, New Orleans, no good.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. New Orleans calls timeout. And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Queen. Outside Murray. And Again, New Orleans no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Anderson for three. Rebounded by New Orleans. Outside Jones. And miss after miss right now.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And so it's Seattle, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the New Orleans Pelicans.
This is so painful to watch. In fact, I stopped watching. Bad effort on the boards. This hurts so much, Ernie.
Yeah, I think we've officially lost Shaq's attention. Code red. And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second-half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And it's Levens in at the one spot. Missed inside. Pelicans trail by 20. And for the Pelicans, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Jordan Poole out there with Murray. And it's Queen in at the 5. Murray from outside. The shot that time not on target.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
And the shot goes in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Poole, the pass to Murray. Three-pointer, no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Seattle move the ball around. Here's Jefferson, pass to Levens. There's the triple. Williams grabs the board.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And here's Murray. Here's Queen. Back to Jones. Lets it go from deep. Seattle pulls it in. Anderson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Here's Harrison. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Anderson gets the bucket. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. New Orleans has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. They kick it out to Murray. Offline with a 3. Seattle has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Jefferson, and the three-pointer goes. Jefferson's got 13 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Murray's shot is good.
It's the fluid shot mechanics of Murray on full display that I love here with these pull-up jumpers. That's a nice shot.
Kicks it out to Anderson. And again, Seattle with a triple.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Just over 2.5 minutes going by in the second half. Murray for three. Again, the miss by Murray.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Levens. It's Anderson on the wing. Pass to Jefferson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
2 minutes remaining.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
And Seattle calls time here. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for the Pelicans. A minute 53 left in the third. Dinwiddie against Murray. Dinwiddie outside. They set a pick. Outside Burks. And again, it's Seattle missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They kick it out to Murray. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dinwiddie.
Goes to New Orleans.
And taking a look at the 2K leaderboards, here are the top wing defenders in the game. Opportunistic and never afraid to go after steals. Take a look at Jones, 5th in the NBA, a pest on defense.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
These guys are stoppers. There is no assignment that is too tough for them.
Trey Murphy, he's checked in for New Orleans. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. They grab their own miss.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. And Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you, Brian.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Pass to Reynolds. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Reynolds. And there's a pick. Dinwiddie outside. Connects from downtown. Dinwiddie's got 5 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Murray passes to Poole. Outside Murray. Puts it up from 17. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
And he dunks it down.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And so it's Seattle, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2 guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Alec Burks, and it's Reynolds in at the shooting guard. Williamson looking around. The three is up. Seattle pulls it in. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
And give credit to Dinwiddie, taking the hit well and finding a way to power through it.
Picked by Misi. Here's Bay. Money on the 19-footer.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Burks for 3. Misi grabs the board. Well, the Pelicans shooting just around 26% for the game. Pass to Fears. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Yeah, the mid-range is not always easy money for Fears. He's folding some new wrinkles into his game.
Here's Reynolds. Launches it. And Fears pulls it down. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Personal foul, first team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Seattle?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. Seattle making a switch here. Paul's checked in. He gets them both. Now here's Murray. The kick out to Poole. Launches a 3. Seattle pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Paul. Dinwiddie outside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Dinwiddie's got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Poole shot is off. Seattle has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Reynolds. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Here's Poole. They kick it out to Murray. Dinwiddie with a rebound. The Supersonics have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Paul passes to Dinwiddie. Off the mark there with a 3. And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Supersonics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
Burks no good.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
First team foul. Substitution for your Supersonics. Kirk Tinsley. Shake Milton.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Outside Jones. Back to Murray. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Tinsley had a miss there on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Williamson is doubled. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Paul with a steal. Galloway, the pass to Reynolds. To the wing on the left. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So we see Seattle get the win here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And time now for our player of the game.